What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today, we're using the Mega Beedrill team once again with Pelipper, Ludicolo, Mega Beedrill, Bisharp, Tapu Koko, and Hitmontop. I did make a few changes to the team. I did put the Swords Dance on Mega Beedrill, just going to be trying it out, and the knockoff back on Bisharp because I feel like I haven't really used Assurance too much. So we'll see how it goes. I might also replace Feint on Hitmontop now that I don't have the Feint into Assurance combination, but we'll figure it out for another time. And I think I would have to use a different Hitmontop because I'm pretty sure Tyrogue is the only thing that learns Fake. I don't think Hitmontop gets it prior. I might be wrong about that, but I do have another Hitmontop, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And yeah, let's just get started and play some games. Let me just say I want to give a big shout out to the people who do view me on Twitch, like watch my Twitch streams, share them. Really do appreciate it. If you don't know, today I actually hit the Twitch partnership requirements. I was able to apply for a Twitch partnership, so it's not guaranteed obviously, but we might be able to get it. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to get it, who knows, but I guess we'll find out. I think the average time is a week, so yeah, I guess we'll find out. But I'm really happy. Thank you everyone who tuned in. It's been something I really wanted to get for a long time. Just the achievement of the Twitch thing was like super difficult, and I've been trying for a long time. But yeah, really big shout outs to everyone who comes watch me on Twitch, because you people are what makes the stream, not me, because me just talking, it's kind of boring. But the people who do come to the chat, just come hang out, share your thoughts in the chat. Those are the real MVPs. We got Vincent here for today. We got an Abomasnow, Tapu Fini, Persian, Marowak, Sandslash, and Cresselia. Okay, I like some of my matchup, and then my other part of the matchup's like weird. Like, I don't want to approach this. I like how Ludicolo matches up. I think Ludicolo is really good against my opponent's team. So does my Bisharp. It played correctly. Hitmontop's alright, but I don't feel like Hitmontop's that great, except slowing down some things. I think I want to go... I think I want to go Beedrill and Ludicolo. I like Beedrill plus Ludicolo, and having Bisharp and Pelipper in the back. Yeah, I really like that, because I feel like the only effective lead that my opponent has to effectively stopping my Beedrill and Ludicolo from potentially just knocking out my opponent's entire team is either Persian, Cresselia, which I'm pretty confident is going to be the lead, or maybe like Abomasnow. No, even Abomasnow plus Cresselia wouldn't really do much to my team. We're going to see the Abomasnow Persian here, which is fine. That's actually pretty good for my Beedrill. I mean, my Beedrill going to be able to put in some work right here. I probably just get a free fake out into the Abomasnow. Of course, Persian's threatening to fake out, as well as the Ludicolo. Hail goes up, doesn't really matter too much to me. I feel like I can just easily go for the U-turn right here. And I think I target the Persian slot because the two plays I'm seeing are fake out from the Persian into one of my slots, Abomasnow attacks, or the other one is protect Abomasnow and attempt to maybe foul play my Beedrill for the knockout. So I'll U-turn and fake out. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If we trade fake outs, it's still more favorable for me because Persian's going to be able to outspeed my opponent's team the following turn and just threaten a lot of damage onto my opponent's side of the field. So let's see what's going to happen here. Beedrill, Mega Evolve. We'll see if Abomasnow Mega Evolves as well. Abomasnow does Mega Evolve, so I can just hard switch in Pelipper and have that weather control. As this is a really interesting lead for my opponent. I was actually really thinking of leading Bisharp too. Bisharp would have been a great lead here. We are going to see the fake out come out. It does target down the Ludicolo, so no fake out there. Really surprising because Poison Jab or U-turn could have potentially just knocked out the Abomasnow. U-turn doing a lot of damage to the Persian. Not going to be able to pick up a knockout. We'll activate a berry on the Persian and restore its health. And I can go... I think I want to go my Pelipper, because I feel like Pelipper just gets the rain up. It might force the Abomasnow out in the following turns, which I think is really solid, and then I could bring out my Bisharp as a double out. So let's see what my opponent's going to go for with the Abomasnow. Probably just a Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard's going to come out. Pelipper avoids. It is a 70% accurate move in the rain. Does a lot of damage to Ludicolo. I'm not sure if you want to risk a Abomasnow right here. I wouldn't if I was my opponent. I'm going to go into Bisharp, and I think I'm just going to attempt to just Hydro Vortex the Persian slot. Yeah, Just Hydro Vortex the Persian, Hydro Pump the Persian slot. I don't think it's worth risking my Hydro Vortex when Hydro Vortex is still useful for later in the game. So I'll risk it right here as we're actually going to see the Abomasnow stay in. Okay. So I'm able to knock out the Persian. Really solid. And we'll see what my opponent decides to do afterward. It's going to be the Blizzard once again. It does hit both my Pokemon, so Ludicolo will go down. Not the worst case, because Bisharp plus Beedrill does so much to my opponent's team. Like, I don't see really anything my opponent can do against it. We'll go Beedrill here. My opponent's played really aggressively so far. Let's see what comes out. Cresselia. Not sure if it wants to come out. I'm thinking there's a Marowak. I'm thinking there's a Feeny. A Sandslash. Out of all the Pokemon, was not expecting that Pokemon to come out. How fast is Sandslash? Because I realistically cannot remember how fast Sandslash is. Isn't it? It's super slow. I know that. It does have good defense. I think it will live a Sucker Punch. I think I'll Sucker Punch here. Do I protect? I just don't remember the speed. I don't want Pelipper Sash to be broken. I'm just going to protect Beedrill and just go for the Sucker Punch. Abomasnow is going to protect. Okay. I mean, switch out into Marowak. Okay. Which is fine, I think. Let's see how much the Sucker Punch does. That means there's no Earthquake coming out from this Sandslash unless it's Tectonic Rage. And I put this Sandslash into another Sucker Punch range, I think. Yeah, that does a good amount. Here comes a Drill Run actually going to come out. Target down my Bisharp. Okay. That is scary. That is scary. So Bisharp goes down here. We'll go out into Pelipper. Ooh, really scary here. I don't know who's switching out. I think one of these Pokemon... Well, I guess you don't have to switch out, but I would assume you switch out to gain momentum. I'm just going to Poison Jab the Marowak. I think maybe Marowak can switch out into Abomasnow. I don't think there's much I can really do anyway. I think I just have to risk something. So Marowak is going to retreat here into the Abomasnow. I really don't think my opponent should have switched out. Because I think you just doubled down on one of my Pokemon here. Or just protect Sandslash and try to get a free switch in Abomasnow, because I think Sandslash can win the game pretty easily. We will get a Poison Jab off into this Abomasnow, which will be able to pick up a knockout. And Scald might be able to knock out the Sandslash, even if it's non-range, because Sandslash doesn't have the best defenses in the world. Scald will come out, especially if we get a burn. That's really big. But we just knock out the Sandslash, so Sandslash is going to go down. I really think my opponent just gave me that win. Like, I don't agree with the Abomasnow play. As you saw there, like, I called it, and my opponent was... Momentum just collapsed. Even protecting Sandslash would have been good there. But then again, Sandslash wouldn't have been able to knock out Pelipper. But, like, I would have been forced to choose a target with my Pelipper. And even if I Scald one of them, I don't knock out the other. And Beedrill can't knock out anything. If I had Drill Run, I would be able to. But unfortunately, in this case, I don't. So I guess Drill Run could have been useful here. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab and Scald. And even if I don't knock out, I should be able to knock out with the other. I guess Rock Slide could be a thing on this Marowak. But we don't really see Rock Slide on Alolan Marowak. We get the Poison too, which is nice. The Scald will come out into the Marowak. How much damage is going to do? Actually just able to pick up the knockout. So, able to pick up a win. My opponent played very aggressively there. And then I think it was just like me catching a one potential mistake, which, again, I don't feel like my opponent should have done. But and I probably should have lost that game. But either way, I had to call something right in order to get back in the game. I had to make a really risky play. Like, no matter what, like, I had to predict something in order to get back in the game. And my hope was like my opponent messes up and switches out hard. Luckily my opponent did mess up hard, and it looked like Pelipper was faster than the Sandslash, so I think knockoff would have just been able to knock out the Sandslash. I just don't know. I want to say Alolan Sandslash is base 65 speed. That's what I want to say, but do they run? No, Jolly doesn't outspeed Tapu Koko. I don't know. I realistically, oh no, wait, no. No, Jolly would outspeed. I don't know if Adamant would. No, it doubles the speed, so Adamant should be able to outspeed. I don't know. I don't know my Sandslash speed tiers, but I think Knockoff would have been better, because Knockoff might have put that Sandslash into range of U-turn. We're going to find, I think that was 1735 rated opponent with the team of Togedemaru, Charizard, Tapu Fini, Kartana, Landisfarian, and Como. This is going to be a hard one. Okay, how do I beat Lightning Rod? How do I beat Lightning Rod with this team? I don't know if I beat Lightning Rod with this team. I mean, Coco has a fantastic matchup, right? Coco definitely has a fantastic matchup. I think I need to bring Beedrill as much as I really don't like Beedrill in this matchup. Is because, like, if I don't bring Beedrill, I don't have any switching momentum to deal with the Charizard. And I think this is Tailwind Charizard too, so I think this matchup is really awful for us. I think this is a game we're going to get pretty destroyed, but I'll try my best to potentially win here, because this is really tough here. I think I go Beedrill Ludicolo again, and I think I have Coco and Pelipper in the back. Because I think Coco's good for... Well, I need Coco for the Como for sure. And it's just... Yeah. Man. Hitmontop would actually be really good here. But I can't see what Pokemon I would replace. The Beedrill is probably the most expendable. But that's not a thing I can really expend on. Because again, I need that U-turn momentum on my side. Or I'm not going to have a good matchup. So, let's see what my opponent's going to do. This is the problem with running an offensive team. If they can't KO the Pokemon, they're going to get KO'd right back. And this team is very fragile. Like, I only have one bulky Pokemon, and that's a Hitmontop. Beedrill plus Ludicolo is going to come out. We'll see what comes out from my opponent's side. Togedemaru Charizard. Yep, this is going to be the tough matchup. I think I just U-turn to Togedemaru here, and I just fake out the Charizard. I need to break a Sash. The damage on Charizard doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure my opponent's just going to get Tailwind up, and that's going to be the game. Fake out Tailwind here. I think fake out on a Ludicolo. Tailwind goes up. Yeah, I think that's what you would do if you're my opponent. You could also fake out the Beedrill and I guess trade fake outs. But I'm not sure if I would do that if I was my opponent. Because you could risk a Hydro Vortex if you don't Mega Evolve. I don't think Charizard Mega Evolves here. We'll find out if it does. You don't even have to Mega Evolve realistically if you're just going for it. Yep, the fake out. Into the Ludicolo. U-turn out. Maybe I should have protected, but I feel like Tailwind's coming out. That does a lot. That's a critical hit. But that U-turn does so much to Togedemaru. Jeez. I wish I had Discharge. I don't have Discharge. I should have had Discharge on the top of Coco. I might consider Discharge over Hidden Power Ice. I don't think Hidden Power Ice has really come into play that much in my games that I played with this team. Yep, we're gonna see the Tailwind come out exactly as I anticipated. This is looking pretty bad, especially since I just gave this Togedemaru boosted Zing Zap. Well, I couldn't bring up Pelipper. Yeah, this is the tough part about this team. I can't do anything. Like, I actually can't do anything. I guess maybe I can't forego Coco in this matchup. I need it for the Como. Is there a way out? I don't think there's a way out. I'm trying to think of all potential options for a way out, but I just can't see them. I'm going to double switch here and attempt something. Maybe if I can pin down the Togedemaru, and then get Thunder Volt Switch off in a Charizard. I don't know. There's just too many factors that are just hindering me. And I should swap for the other way, so Pelipper doesn't go down to the double. Yeah, I should swap the other way. What am I doing? Because you're just going to Heat Wave the Coco slot, and you're going to Zing Zap the Ludicolo slot. Yeah, Charizard plus Lightning Rod is not a pretty matchup for this team at all. We're going to see the Zing Zap come out. Yep, into the Pelipper. I should swap Pelipper for the, yeah, I should have thought about that more. Even then, like, I still think we're in a terrible position, regardless. Because, yeah, Heat Wave connects anyway. I would have had, like, Pelipper at yellow, and Beedrill would have gone down regardless. So, no matter what, I think even Zing Zap would have knocked out. So, Heat Wave would probably been single target, just done too much damage. I don't think there was a way out. I think I gotta hope for, like, Heat Waves miss at this point. And even then, I don't think that's good enough to beat whatever's in the back. Because if I lock in the Gleam, there's really not much I can do. Yeah, this was just total destruction. I think I do need some kind of tech. Maybe I need to, maybe I have to change the Hitmontop to help with this matchup. Because I feel like the Hitmontop is the Pokemon that could have helped. But realistically can't. Maybe if I had Fake on Hitmontop, I wouldn't have been forced to let Ludicolo. Or if I have Discharge. Maybe I should go Discharge on the Coco. I think maybe I'll try Discharge afterward. Nuzzle? Huh. Okay. Gleam. At least we knock out the Togedemaru. But whatever's coming in is getting free switching. If it's Landers, that's like good game. There's nothing I can do at that point. Togedemaru goes down. Landers comes out. Yep. That's an Earthquake and a Heat Wave, and even if my opponent misses, I don't have enough damage up. Okay, if my opponent misses a bunch, no, there's no way. Because Earthquake's going to do way too much damage. Like, Earthquake's going to knock out the Coco. Even if my opponent misses Heat Wave, you can click Solar Beam, and whatever's in the back most likely has an accurate move that can finish off my Ludicolo. Heat Wave going to come out. It's not Scarflanders, we confirm. Don't know if it matters at this point. And Heat Wave just finishes out both my Pokemon. So, absolute destruction. I think that's something I do have to fix with this team. Maybe I should have eject button Hitmontop. Like, eject button Hitmontop might have actually been useful. But that's only for stalling out, like, one turn. Like, I really just don't know what I could have done better. Because as I said, I was fearing Togedemaru Charizard. They usually run Tailwind with the Como Togedemaru combination. I knew the Tailwind was coming up. I knew what was going to happen. I don't think I had a counterplay. Like, I'm trying to think of all the potential options. I think it's just like a weakness of the team that 100% shows. Like Lightning Rod. I think I need attack because no matter what Pokemon I brought there, it was not going to fix that. Maybe I would have to like okay, maybe if I went Beedrill, Ludicolo, had Bisharp in the back, I could Poison Jab the Charizard turn 1. And then, yeah, I could Poison Jab the Charizard. And then maybe Hard Switch into Bisharp, making a Hard Read, and then attempt to Sucker Punch. But the problem is if my opponent goes straight for the Heat Wave. No, I don't think it should Heat Wave. Like, U-turn is obvious on Beedrill. I think you get Tailwind up. Yeah, I would have to do that exact play, and that means I either don't have A, the Pelipper, so I can't reset the Weather, so Ludicolo is basically useless, or B, I don't have Tapu Koko, and I need Tapu Koko in that matchup because I think I lose to the Como otherwise. So no matter what, I was trading something. Like, that combination was just too difficult to deal with, I feel like. If I had Discharge on the Koko, it might have made things easier because Discharge might have been able to knock out the Charizard. Maybe I could have led, like, oh no, maybe I could have led like, I don't even know. What did I lead? Hitmontop plus Tapu Koko? Maybe? Maybe I lead Ludicolo and sack damage on whatever I have in the back. I don't know. It's just so many issues, I feel like. But anyway, I think we're going to cut it here. It's been a while, but we'll be right back with the third game of today's episode. Alright, got Grayson for the United States, Illinois, 15-15 rating as our final opponent. Bring the team of Snorlax, Nihilego, Tapu Fini, Landisferian, Charizard, and Cresselia. If I'm not mistaken, this is a very, very, I guess, kind of common team on in Japan usually. But if I remember right, there was a team report released by the Wobbuffet, and this team I did actually face the Wobbuffet at US Nationals round 9. And this was the team that beat me. Luckily there was no Togedemaru because I think the original team had Togedemaru, and if it was a Togedemaru, I click X. Like Togedemaru Charizard, like I don't have a matchup. I think I'm pretty good leading. This is weird. I have good stuff for the Trick Room options. I don't have good answers for the other stuff. I think I go. Sash Nihilego is also really annoying, and Scarflanders. Would you lead that combination? I don't think so. I can't remember because my opponent never brought the Landers against me. I think it's physical Landers. I want to say it's physical Scarf, but I can't exactly remember. I think I'll go Beedrill, Ludicolo, Pelipper, Koko. Do I want Bisharp? I think I want Koko just in case. This is gonna be a tough one. Again, Trick Room plus Charizard is definitely a scary team to deal with. But I think I got to figure out like what can I do to make this matchup better. I think maybe I have to replace the Hitmontop slot. Maybe I need something with more offense. I originally was thinking of going Garchomp on this team, giving me a ground type as well as giving me a way to actually hit Charizard without relying on Lightning Rod and stuff. Nihilego Charizard leads here. No surprise. The Charizard had sub, I could U-turn. I could fake out Nihilego, U-turn to Charizard. The question is, does he double protect? I feel like you do double protect here. I don't think there's a reason to risk Charizard right here. Realistically, I don't think there's a reason to risk Charizard. I'm gonna make a risk. Because realistically, I could U-turn the Charizard, fake out the Nihilego, I get Pelipper in, and if you Mega Evolve, you're in a terrible position. I can also see regular attacking Heat Wave. I think that makes a lot of sense too. So I wouldn't take too much. But we're going to see Charizard by Mega Evolve, which means it is going to attack here. I could have literally U-turned into Pelipper. Maybe my opponent doesn't expect a U-turn. I'm going to take so much damage right here. Fake out into the Nihilego. And a Heat Wave. Coco avoids, which is nice. I don't think the Ludi is going to take this well, though. It doesn't. That's really unfortunate. You turning into Pelipper would have been such a good position. Really upset about that. I Volt Switch. Do I predict Charizard to attack or not? I'm gonna Volt Switch to Nihilego, get into Pelipper. I need something to go right. We're gonna see the Charizard switch out, which makes a lot of sense. In comes the Cresselia. I think I'll U-turn out into my okay, I'll U-turn out into my Beedrill. The problem is I'm not gonna be able to knock out the Crest. Crest is gonna get Trick Room up. Unless I double it. Volt Switch is gonna come out. That's a lot of damage. That's Specs Volt Switch. Okay, Beedrill. Because you're gonna Sludge Bomb that slot if anything. Beedrill definitely can live a hit. Sludge Bomb. Yeah, into Beedrill. But Beedrill. Okay, Beedrill took a lot, but still, it's alright. Guess I'll U-turn into Hurricane. Because I'm worried. Because here's the thing. If Charizard comes in for a Nihilego slot, it's a 50-50. Do I hit the Cresselia or not? Because I feel like U-turn into Hurricane should knock out Cresselia. And I feel like that's the play I have to bank on. I'm going for it. I could switch out Pelipper, realistically. But it looks like my opponent's not going to switch out anything. So that's actually really nice. I will U-turn out of my Coco so I have more pressure with Volt Switch again. Like, the Heat Wave miss was pretty big, but definitely take that. A U-turn going to come out into the Cresselia. A lot of damage. Like, that's a good amount of damage. Bring out the Coco. Since it won't be knocked out by a Power Gem, and I just Hurricane the Cresselia. Power Gem going to come out. Does target on the Beedrill slot, it looks like. No, it targets on the Pelipper. Okay, that's fine, too. Because as long as Pelipper is alive, I can beat the Charizard. Hurricane will come out. Knock out the Crest. Good. Landorus is a really big problem if my opponent has in the back, but I don't think you would have Landorus in the back. I just don't feel like you would. Because I feel like if you brought Cresselia, you're not going to bring Landorus. And if Landorus was out, you would have brought Landorus in 100%, I think. I think you would have went Landorus and hard switched into a Charizard. Charizard going to come out. This is interesting. I don't know. Now the question is, because my opponent knows I can Volt Switch to Nihilego. Volt Switch does knock out the Nihilego at this range. I can Volt Switch any one of these Pokemon for KO. The question is, does my opponent protect or not? I'm going to Volt Switch to Charizard. I feel like my opponent doesn't protect Charizard because I didn't target it and I could just easily target down the Nihilego here. And I guess I'll just go Beedrill here. Beedrill's probably the most expendable. We'll find out what my opponent does. I'm really curious. I wonder if U-turn knocks out the Nihilego in one hit. That would be funny. Yep, no protect. So I do get a Volt Switch off. It is Choice Specs in the electric terrain. Does not got the Charizard, so nice. I'll go out into my Pelipper, sack off one of these Pokemon, either Beedrill or Pelipper, and get that rain up, which is absolutely huge for my team. So, bring out the Pelipper. I wonder if my opponent goes for Trick Room here. If it's Trick Room... Oh, if it's Trick Room, actually... No, the Nihilego carried Acid Spray. That's right. Nihilego carried Acid Spray. I remember what this team was. Yes, the Power Gem. I'm going to come out. Target down the Pelipper slot. Okay. Free switch into my Ludicolo. I can Hydro Vortex the Nihilego. And then whatever's in the back, I should be able to beat. Special attack boost. We'll go Ludicolo. Snorlax in the back, actually. Okay, I do want to Hydro Vortex to Nihilego. Nihilego is actually a really big threat. I don't want to risk that Pokemon doing much. And I guess I'll just Poison Jet. No, Coco didn't take any health, right? No, it didn't take any damage. I'll U-turn the Snorlax. I'll U-turn the Snorlax as no Protect here. We'll go for the Hydro Vortex. We'll target down the Nihilego. That'll be able to finish it off. Okay, so if Coco lived a Heat Wave, I would have won. I don't know if I would have lived a Heat Wave. I don't think he was max special attack on this team. Leonard was max special attack on this team, but he was modest, so I have no idea. It might have been a roll. But we are able to knock out the Nihilego. We go Coco here. U-turn gonna come out. If I remember right, it's Belly Drum. Oh, jeez. That did a lot. Critical hit. I actually want to avoid putting into barrier range, which is why I went for U-turn. Oh, well. I also wanted to go for Swords Dance. I really wanted to go for Swords Dance, man. Swords Dance would have been so much fun. We'll go Coco here. How many turns of Finger left? Frustration gonna come out, target down the Beedrill slot. Electricity disappears from the battlefield. No big deal. Gonna swap Ludicolo out for Beedrill. How many turns of Rain are left? I think, yeah, 2. Okay, that's fine. I'll just Volt Switch the Snorlax here. I'll Volt Switch the Snorlax, switch on my Ludicolo. I get Fake Out Pressure, or if Ludicolo goes down, I just get Beedrill next to Coco, and I just click Thunder plus Poison Jab, which should be able to finish off this game. Even if my opponent raises a Beedrill slot, I get Thunder Pressure with Fake Out, and 2 Thunder in Electric Terrain should be able to knock up the Snorlax, because I think the Snorlax was... Frustration, Earthquake, Belly Drum, Recycle. It's just me having this information, and I did play Leonard Nat, so I would have that information. Beedrill gonna come out. I mean, not Beedrill, Ludicolo. Earthquake gonna come out. Will that knock out? Doesn't knock out either. Okay. Man, I could use Swords Dance here, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Like, it really doesn't matter. The match is going to be forfeit. We're going to actually be able to pick up a 3rd win. I know we did get sort of lucky. I mean, it really just depends on if Heat Wave was a roll and if it got the roll. Because otherwise, Coco was still alive at that point because my Coco never took damage. But, again, like, turn 1, so upsetting. I did not think my opponent would risk that right there. Because if I U-turned, if I faked out the Nihilego, U-turned out like the Charizard, for instance, I would have just had so much momentum. Pelipper was in. My Ludicolo outspeeds my opponent's entire team. I get a Hydro Vortex off. I could double out my Pelipper because you're forced to either protect or switch out Charizard. I could go back into Beedrill, or I could go Coco at that point. Coco was just threatening so much damage to my opponent's team. Like, I would have had so much momentum. I really didn't think my opponent would allow me to get that. But really went aggressive there and was just able to get a lot of damage off. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Back Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Really shows your support. And I will be having a celebration stream for just hitting the achievement. We haven't hit partner yet, but if I do get accepted into partnership, I will also have a celebration stream for that. But if you aren't already following my Twitch channel, why not? Because some really hype streams, people. It's really entertaining. Everyone has some fun. Come and hang out when I'm live. Otherwise, you can check out the team down below if you do want to try it out. I also listed the changes that I made, and I'll still be testing it because I did test like some of the stuff from earlier, but I'm still not sure of. But hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.